Hi everyone, my name is Tatiana. I'm an accountant, a CPA in Canada, and a certified life coach. During the past few years, I helped quite a few immigrants, mainly with accounting background, to build their career in Canada and USA. One of the questions that I often hear from my clients is what are the positions that are available in a finance department in accounting related field. And today in this video I decided to speak about few of the positions. We can identify a few major categories in accounting. It's public accounting, work in accounting firms, industry, and government and non-profit organizations. Public accounting, we can identify three main type of services. First is auditing, who can be review engagement. Definitely, if you are going to work for one of the big four firms, CPA designation is a must, or you can be in the process of obtaining your CPA designation. The second part is taxation. Many companies do their bookkeeping in-house and they outsource taxes, filing income taxes. And third part would be consulting. Some companies want to make sure their process is correct. They don't have internal auditors, but they can use an outside view on their process and can work through some issues or avoid some mistakes. And I've been working in industry for so many years. There are so many groups when it comes to industry, and first, let's say general accounting. In general accounting, there are many different levels. Let's say could be a clerk, could be technician, staff accountant, or can be junior accountant, senior accountant, assistant controller, finance director of finance, CFO. Depending on the size of the company, can be different levels. And sometimes you'll see the same description for two positions with different names in different companies. So you have to really look more at the description of what is required to do rather than the name of the position. And want to say as a disclaimer, everything I am saying today is just a general view from some experience that I had. And of course, the situation can vary from company to company, from industry to another. We can say each person can have a different point of view, and I'm expressing mine. So we can talk about GL accounting, what's called GL accounting, when we post journal entries, we analyze GL, post closing journal entries, and then controller or assistant controller will prepare financial statements and report the results to like some senior management. Usually for junior positions, companies would require a college degree, and for more senior positions, university degree, and often preferred CPA. For controller, for director of finance, many companies would prefer someone with a CPA designation. Some small companies would often post the position of a bookkeeper, basically someone who maybe posts invoices, records sales. In large corporations, companies often hire accounts payable, accounts receivable staff, could be more technician or accounts payable, accounts receivable manager. In large corporation, often there is the whole department taking care of accounts payable or receivables. Usually we do not require a university degree or specific accounting related experience or accounting related education. So if one of you is new in North America, let's say you just recently immigrated, probably accounts receivable, accounts payable are the positions that you could consider. An employer will definitely value your knowledge and experience in accounting, and it wouldn't be so important that knowledge and experience are not related to you didn't get that education in North America, because in general anyone could work in accounts payable, accounts receivable. It's more administrative work. Another category I can mention is cost accounting. Could be junior or senior cost accountant. Usually companies that have manufacturing, let's say, process, they would need cost accountants. Some construction companies have cost accountants. Could be actually also project accountants. A construction company would have project accountants as well. So cost accountants have to allocate costs, right? Have the right methodology to allocate cost and calculate the cost of the product, or project accountants would track costs related to a specific project. Usually we would ask for a university degree when we hire a cost accountant. And you need to have some good analytical skills, and Excel is definitely important. And if you come from a different industry, right? Sometimes I saw like engineers, they become accountants, immigrate to Canada and become accountants. An employer would definitely value your knowledge of the industry. Let's say if you were an engineer in a specific industry and then you want to be a cost accountant in that industry, so you understand well the process, an employer would definitely value that. So then the next I have on my list is fund accountant. Usually it's a work in financial institutions, can calculate cost of unit of an investment fund, or like make sure that dividends, like stock split, like various corporate actions are properly reflected in the system. For this position, it is very important to know the financial markets, financial instruments. Usually companies require university degree, good analytical skills. Next one I would like to talk about is financial analyst in a finance department. Actually, there are two kinds of financial analysts. One works, really analyzes financial markets, the companies, right? Company growth. And another financial analyst is inside in industry. Right now I'm talking about financial analyst in industry. And so the company would require knowledge in financial statements, definitely knowledge of Excel, maybe Power BI, different systems, great analytical skills, university degree, and often if a position is open inside the company, they would often take someone who is already in the company and who wants to go up, who knows already the process if it's fairly complex inside the company. So it might be a good way to advance in your career in the company. And what's the main difference between accounting and finance? Accounting is mainly backward looking. We work with historical information, and finance it's more forward looking. So often financial analysts create budgets, some various analysis, what if scenarios, some compile some data and make projections useful for decision making for the management, senior management. So AR, AP, and rebate administrator. I already mentioned a few words about the accounts payable receivable. So we do not usually require specific degree. It's more administrative positions. In general, especially in large corporations, there are many positions, very specific positions that are somewhat related to accounting and finance, but generally speaking, it's more administrative position. So if you open a site with open positions at a large corporation, you might have some strange names sometimes, and it's good to really look into it and read what needs to be done. Could be like cash application, cash management, treasury management. Overall, there are positions like forensic accounting and someone like dealing with bankruptcy, with shareholders agreement. So sometimes I meet people who think that about accounting in a traditional way. So someone maintains the books, files taxes, and reports to the owner, let's say. In reality, depending on the company size, on the industry, there are so many positions. And the last type of work I can mention is to be your own boss. Sometimes accountants work for someone else, do bookkeepings, and then they open their own company and do the bookkeeping and file maybe personal and corporate income taxes or sales taxes. So there are a lot of opportunities in accounting related field. You definitely need attention to details, professionalism, accuracy, analytical skills. You'll have a chance to sometimes communicate more with suppliers or customers, or work on your own, by your own mainly, and do your own analysis with some just little interaction. I hope this video was useful. Let me know what you think. Add your ideas, what type of positions you would add to this list, and let's discuss.